Good afternoon, everybody. As you can see, it's the first day of 2026 summer. There's this weird yellow thing up in the air. It's Hugh from Berthon. I'm up here on a beautiful afternoon at the Mighty Eastern's Boat Yard. We're looking at BLUEBIRD. She is, as the proficient of you will note, one of these beautiful Hunton 43 Gazelles. She's quite rare insofar as she has a hard top here, so you've got really good protection when you're hammering along, and my goodness me, she can hammer along with this wonderful big aft cockpit there. But we'll just have a look at this hard top. So you got 3 large screens with these smaller screens on the side, just as the glass is curving there. Large top hung wiper in the middle, and she's also got a sunroof just on the top. She's fitted with Webasto heating to keep you warm in the winter, and she can be opened up to be cool in the summer. So she's got a really nice aft canopy that comes around here in blue canvas. Got a bathing platform here with central ladder. Engines are underneath this big hatch. I've just done a small piece to camera on that. Then you've got a tow hook on the aft end and these wonderful haunches. So these were built by Jeff Hunton, very close to where we are now. Proper racing pedigree, and you've got this very long sinuous hull. There's one of her sisters which is the full sports version just up here, but you've got this beautifully chamfered deck just leaning in, an absolute hawk of a nose. So pierced only really by the anchor recess here, which runs through into that locker, which is again top opening. You've got a striker plate at the front and a windlass up in there. Twin bow rolls and these beautiful stainless steel hooped pool pits that just pop on down. But just have a look at the angle on that. So it's an amazing offshore powerboat hull. Jeff won pretty much everything when he was driving. And this boat was built early 2000s, took all of that pedigree on board and changed it up a little bit more. So hopping onto a bathing platform, we've got this large aft sun pad that flips up like this for engine access underneath. She's laid in simulated teak on her main decks, and then we'll just have a quick whiz round the side decks as well. So moving out of the cockpit, you've got diesel filler just down here, nav light, Furuno radar, top light up there, and then this sliding sunroof there. Popping along here, it's actually a pretty decent size of side deck for an absolute machine. Fender baskets down here, this really nice long low nose. Sorry, the sun is right behind me on the delights of the M27. Anchor kit in there. And then this wonderful long super slender beak nose heading back. So we've got light and air into the forward cabin here, and this is just light and air going into the main saloon. We've got that really cool wiper right in line with your passenger there. Twin helm seats with powered squabs, so proper racing bolster styly. So you've got helm and co-pilot, and then on the port side in the cockpit, we'll just go and have a look now. But you've got a long sort of chaise long that just sits on top of the moulding as you walk through into the aft cabin. And yes, she does have an aft cabin. So popping back into this lovely funky cockpit, ostrich coloured leather right the way around, really nicely done. Just look at the stitching on that, it's beautiful. So that's exactly the same right the way around here. There's a table that can locate in here. We've got access down for storage in there. Over to port, we've got sink with hot and cold, and then we've got refrigerator cool box in there. Down below you've got a galley with cooking facilities and also with refrigerator. As said, this is giving you the access height to get into that aft cabin, which has got a large double berth that sits underneath the cockpit here. Just looking at the hard top, so grab rails at the back, got this partial bimini shade, and then the main canvas just locates in the tracks here and here and encloses the lot. It goes right the way around, so all of this can be protected for when you're not using the boat. Low level lights down here, again this simulated teak floor. The business side of things. Okay, so we've got bolster seats here. They have, this is quite funky, little power button, so you can flick them up and flick them down. You've got your radio, your main throttles. It's all really super simple. She's just on conventional, nice shiny Morse throttles linked to these 440s. You've got bow and stern thruster, so a doddle to manoeuvre, and big Lenco electro-hydraulic trim tabs. Engine hours, circa 680. Loads and loads of service history going with them, and as I said, they're linked to a pair of Konrad outdrives. Simrad autopilot, just the old AP22 here, and Navnet for Runo. Colour plotter. All your 12 volt switching is just along here, so you've got wipers, windlass, all that. A couple of cup holders and a nice skinny little bar for your passenger to hold on to, and a slightly larger one there. Engine ignition's underneath here. It's a really, really nice position to helm from and to actually sit next to the helm on, so absolutely spot on. Everything falls just to hand. You've got this lovely view straight over the rather Jag-esque dash, and you're straight onto that big bow, so phenomenally poised underway. Just a wonderful boat to be on. Up here a little bit higher, we've got wiper controls, also stereo bits and bobs like that, and your searchlight controls. We'll go and have a look what's down in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're down into this saloon. Now you've got to remember, this is a performance hull, so she is super narrow gutted because that's what makes them go well, but you get a really nice size of sofa in here, so that's an easy sprawl for a good family of 4. Eye level lockers in cherry. All of your switching is here for bilge pumps and your DC and all the rest of it. That's your little plate showing that she was built to category B for 8 people on board. And then you've got your voltmeter up there, circuit breakers down here. A little bit lower we've got isolators, radio, inverter control. That's your little Fisher Panda generator, and this is all important Webasto heater control. So it's super neat. That's your main kind of saloon area. Aft cabin wise, hop in through here, we've got storage behind that cherry front, and then you've got a berth that goes right the way across there. We've just got the mattress off at the moment, and then you've got another port light behind this curtain, and again loads more lovely storage. She's in really nice condition. Look at the quality of all this kit here, really nicely done. Bosch oven down on here, all electric. Bosch hob on the top here. We've just got the D-hum running at the moment. Hot and cold sink, and then behind this panel here we've got a proper isotherm fridge in there, freezer compartment up at the top, and then your Glomex amplifier for VHF/TV. Right, what are we going to go in here? Let's go into the heads first. So you've got good standing headroom. There's a pull-out umbilical shower on that tap just there, and a little bracket for it overhead. Electric loo with your switch panel just in there, and a neat little seat, so that's all kept nice and tidy. And then you've got a double berth up in the front end for those days out on the water when you want to stay somewhere. So you've got hanging locker in here. That's the carcassing just for the loo. Heater in here, and that nice big opening headlight. Onto the deck up there, really nicely trimmed, really funky, loads of storage again. But this boat is all about the driving, so when you get somewhere you can throw everything down here, but it's all about what happens up here. So this is the mighty Bluebird. She is a Hunton 43 Gazelle, built by Jeff Hunton. She's available through Berthon now. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the engine room on Bluebird, the Hunton 43 Gazelle. We got a pair of Yanmar 6 LY2As, the STP block. So they're 440 horsepower a piece. We got 880 horses in here. Battery box is really neat on the starboard side. Then this long exhaust coming off your port unit, and then starboard unit, and then the port unit just coming back here onto that quarter exhaust. They are twinned to a pair of Konrad drives down here. So you've got your main gearbox, oil exchanger, heat exchanger, oil filters, rocker cover. So it's a mechanical engine, wonderfully robust, wonderful piece of kit. And then over there in that corner, we've got a Fisher Pounder generator. As you can see, you've got your main fuel strainers right up on the front bulkhead. Plenty of area to get around these, and the bilge space on here absolutely immaculate. Then you've got this large cover here, which also makes this aft sun pad. So that's all on 2 powered struts, which are worked from just up at the main helm.